How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Homestead High School. We're the #1 ranked team in Class 4A here in the state of Indiana. We'll be playing host to the #6 ranked team in the Class 4A, the Lawrence North Wildcats. Homestead getting ready for another huge matchup of this week. They just played at the Fieldhouse on Wednesday, where they beat the #4 ranked Indianapolis Roncalli 60-52 to bring themselves in with a ton of momentum. Still undefeated, 13-0, 5-0 in the Summit Athletic Conference under Coach Rod Parker in his 15th year, 228 and 107. Lawrence North comes in 11-2 overall and 3-0 in the Metropolitan Conference there in Indianapolis, led by head coach Chris Griffin. Good to see a pair, several high-level girls high school basketball players on this hardwood here today. Just 20 seconds away from the starting lineups to get set, but just 2:30 game here on a Saturday afternoon, January the 2nd. Gym is packed. A lot of people waiting for this outstanding basketball game in front of us. So right now we'll throw it down to the PA announcer for those starting lineups.
Today's game features a visiting team on the scoreboard, the Lawrence North Lady Wildcats. And our own Homestead Lady Spartans. Introducing today's starting lineups. First for Lawrence North. At one guard, a 5'6" junior #1, Destiny Perkins. At another guard, a 5'3" senior #11, Amber Morgan. At the third guard, a 5'2" senior #13, Lauren Nickerson. At 1 forward, a 5'10" freshman #3, Trinity Brady. And at the other forward, a 6'1" senior #32, Ariana Harris. The head coach of the Lady Wildcats is Mr. Chris Giffen. And now introducing the starting lineup for your Homestead Lady Spartans. At one guard, a 5'6" senior #20, Savannah Buck. At another guard, a 5'9" junior #4, Madison Parker. At the third guard, a 5'8" junior #12, Carissa McLaughlin. At 1 forward, a 5'11" junior #34, Jasmine Gatz. And at the other forward, a 6' senior #32, Lindley Kistler. The head coach of the Lady Spartans is Mr. Rod Parker. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask for you to please rise, remove your hats, and honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be sung by Mr. Rick Whitaker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave groove through the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Carrington Thompson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play here this evening. Can't be more excited for a Saturday afternoon. 2:30 tip time here at Homestead High School, just on the southwest side of Fort Wayne, Indiana, as they welcome a big, well-recognized school out of Indianapolis, Lawrence North Wildcats. They are number 6 in Class 4A this year, coming 11-2-3-0 in conference play. But the story is the top 15 team in the country, according to USA Today. The Homestead Spartans, led by Florida commit Carissa McLaughlin. Wildcats start with the tip, and Ariana Harris has the size advantage. Jasmine Geis is going to get the one-on-one duties with her. Homestead comes out in the man-to-man pressure defense here to start the afternoon. Down low, they look for Harris right away. Little right-handed hook over the left shoulder. That's good. Harris with the first 2. Not sure what Homestead's going to be able to do against her. They're probably going to go to that zone sooner rather than later, as Lawrence North in the zone. And right away, Homestead takes advantage with a nice 3-man game here in the corner with Kistler wide open for the easy lay-in. We're tied at 2. We do play 4 8-minute quarters here in high school girls varsity basketball. This is SummitCitySports.com. Wildcats kick it around the horn. That's Dickerson, takes it in the lane, kicks it to the corner. Morgan back to Dickerson. Dickerson behind the back to Morgan. Has Harris down low. 3-ball, good. Nothing but net for number 13, Lauren Dickerson. Good start for the Lady Wildcats as they sit back in that 2-3 zone. Very active. Look how active the hands are. McLaughlin, top of the key. 3-ball. Carissa McLaughlin averaging almost 27 points a game. The top players in the country. Carissa McLaughlin, just a junior. Running the point, Destiny Perkins. Is it to Harris? Harris now to Dickerson. A little stagnant now in this possession. Dickerson crossover in the lane. That's going to be a travel. On the pass fake. Jump stop didn't come down with both feet. Turnover for Lawrence North. That's the first. 5-5. The talented senior point guard Savannah Buck runs the show. Committed to St. Francis here, staying in town. Good kick out to Geis, out to Kistler. They're trying to swing it. McLaughlin, look at the attention paid. Carissa McLaughlin with her second 3. So many games. McLaughlin gets open early. You know that's the other team's game plan coming into every contest against the Lady Spartans. But somehow McLaughlin, with the perfect execution by the Lady Spartans, gets her open early and often. Good hands by Savannah Buck. Wanted it off a by a Wildcat. No, we're staying here with Lawrence North. 8-5. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Good look to Harris. Kistler was there to knock it away. Perkins, that's going to be a travel, just going a little bit too quick for the junior. Another turnover now for the Wildcats. That's their second. They sit back in this 2-3 zone, which is awfully dangerous against this high potent scoring machine. Averages 80 points a game, does Homestead. Buck from the top of the key. She's going to dribble drive. Looks to Kistler. Great ball movement. Parker, 3-ball. Madison Parker. She can drain it as well. Hit 6 threes at Concordia beginning of the year. Madison Parker, also a junior. The junior loaded class for Coach Rod Parker. Madison Parker. Is that no good? Rebounded. Loose. Comes out to Dickerson, and Dickerson immediately rises up and hits her second 3, 11-8. Wildcats stay in that zone. There's Kistler from the charity stripe, finds Parker in the corner. Down low to Kistler. McLaughlin, nice cut without the ball. Left-handed layup in. Carissa McLaughlin now pushes the lead back to 5, 13-8. 4.5 to go. Man-to-man pressure defense there. Great communication on the defensive end right now by Homestead. Dickerson in the corner, looks for a screen, doesn't get it, goes baseline, dribble drive, nice move, but can't get it to go. Rebounded by Geist. Geist averages 6 boards a game. There's that look to Jasmine. The junior looking to get it, does kick it out to Kistler. Parker, they look to swing it, and Buck, and they're gonna get a reach-in foul on Lauren Dickerson. That's her first, team's first. Just the first whistle in the game on either squad. Savannah Buck, as I mentioned, she'll be a later Cougar next year at St. Francis. Kistler looked for the cross-court pass, and McLaughlin, she wasn't there. Kistler dribble drive left hand, no good. Rebounded by Brady. Trinity Brady's gonna push it herself. Cross over to the left hand, left-handed floater, nice play. Outstanding dribble drive by the freshman Trinity Brady. Huge upside for that freshman, McLaughlin. As they go box and one, do the Wildcats. Nope, check it. They're in a triangle and 2 with Parker and McLaughlin. Leaves Buck open for 3, and that's the danger. You can't pay too much attention to 1 or 2 players for Homestead, as they can all knock it down. Outside of Jasmine Geist, everyone else can knock the 3 ball down here in the starting lineup. McLaughlin about got a piece. Kistler about got her steal. Dickerson feeling it. Lauren Dickerson brings the hot hand from Indianapolis. Forces a turnover. Amber Morgan, the senior, going to take it in. That's a good block. There'll be a travel call. Good call. That was a very good call. Lindley Kistler stood strong, kept her position. Little bump and travel. Another turnover for Lawrence North. Only thing hurting them right now, 16-13, 2:43. Parker. So about that triangle and 2 defense. Look at that, leaves Geist wide open. Is gonna get a foul, and she's gonna go to the line. That may be Harris's first. Let's see who they get it on. They do. Ariana Harris, her first. Team second. Jasmine Geist to the line to shoot a pair. First one up and good. Jasmine Geist, another one of those junior class top level players, not only at Homestead, but in the city of Fort Wayne. Just an outstanding class is that junior class. Man-to-man defense for Homestead. They look for Harris down low. That's a great pass, and interior pass can't work. As Coach Giffen right away wants Harris to shoot the ball, go up right with it, as Harris has no one that could match up with her down low with the size advantage that she possesses. Parker runs off a screen. That's Nicole Weaver, who's checked into the game for Homestead. Parker runs off a screen. There's Weaver. Parker again. Looks for McLaughlin, couldn't find her. They left Geist, and is blocked by Harris. Good clean block called. I think more of the force of just coming down more than anything. McLaughlin gets it into Geist. Geist with the little 17-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Harris. Here come the Wildcats. They push it up to Morgan. Morgan crossover baseline. Great man-to-man defense there by Parker. Cut her off baseline, but it doesn't matter. Lauren Dickerson, somebody needs to guard her. That's her 4th-3 of the quarter, minute and a half. 17-16, Lawrence North cut it with 1. There's Perkins with the steal, and they'll get a foul called on Parker. We'll go out of bounds here, right in front of us, to Lawrence North. That's Parker's first, the team's first. Coach Giffen's got to like the active hands as Savannah Buck and Perkins are jawing at each other a bit. As the referee gets involved just to break it up. Don't want to lose control. High atmosphere, high tense game here at Homestead High School. Number 1 against number 6 in Class 4A. Homestead undefeated. Lawrence North with 2 defeats on the season. That's a good screen by Harris. Weaver comes up with a loose ball, gets it up to Buck. Buck to McLaughlin. McLaughlin being guarded by Dickerson. Look at that. The Florida Gator commit. You can put 2 on her. It will not matter. Another one for McLaughlin. We're under a minute, 19-16. Here's your score, Homestead on top. Good crossover. Morgan kicks it back out to Dickerson. Brady in the paint, and that's going to be a travel on the freshman. But you can see she's loaded with potential. Trinity Brady, the freshman for Lawrence North. 46.7 seconds here in the first quarter. Kistler back in for Weaver. So the starting 5 in for Homestead still. McLaughlin, Buck, Geist, Parker, and Kistler. Nice turnaround by Kistler, just over the front of rim, knocks it down. That's Lindley's 4th point. She averages 10 a game, nearly 10 and a half. As Lawrence North wants to take the last shot here. 22 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Homestead with their biggest lead, 21-16. Action-packed game so far, just what we expected. Perkins, little hesitation dribble, goes in the corner, Morgan, and that's gonna be another travel. That looked like that was 2 good steps, but the referee called. Comes into McLaughlin. McLaughlin, 3-ball. Oh, just in and out at the buzzer. That's where we'll end the first quarter, 21-16. Homestead Lady Spartans #1 in the state. Leading the number 6 team in Class 4A. Lawrence North. Coaching staff not liking the calls for Lawrence North here. Wanted to on that travel. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. As I mentioned, Homestead coming off a huge win where they beat Indianapolis Roncalli on Wednesday at Conseco Fieldhouse, where they won 60-52 over those 4th-ranked Indianapolis Roncalli to push it record to 13-0. Also won the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Tournament going away. No margin closer than 35 points for Homestead as they walk through the holiday tournament against some great competition here in the city of Fort Wayne. So we start our second quarter. Wildcats are still, looks like they're going triangle and 2 with Parker and McLaughlin, the 2 that are being covered one-on-one. Buck, could she get another? You can't leave her open as well. Savannah Buck drops her second 3. She now has 6 points, pushes the lead for Homestead up to 8, 24-16. Behind the back, Perkins leaves it. Just checked in the game. That's number 34, Maddie Howe. Check it. Number 24, Maya Parker, the junior, missed that 3-ball. Homestead got it back, and we'll get a foul called on Lawrence North. That's on number 1, Destiny Perkins. 3 team fouls for Lawrence North, 1 for Homestead. McLaughlin gets a screen from Kistler. You got to be careful going underneath the screen against McLaughlin. She'll rise up. Buck, once again, step back. She'll save it. Being guarded by the freshman. Here's Parker. Triangle 2, and that's stealing by Perkins. And then Parker with another foul. Both of her fouls has come off her turnovers with Perkins. Lively hands getting the steal. (24-16). Homestead Lady Spartans on top of these Lawrence North Lady Wildcats out of the Metro Conference. Indianapolis So the north side of Indy, Dickerson just lost control of the ball, or she was going to launch another one, and that's going to be a travel called. Just can't get the ball down out of the hand quick enough. You see that called quite a bit, the shuffle on the hesitation. On that triple threat, if you leave that pivot foot before that ball comes out of your hand, that is a travel. And a lot of kids do it too quickly. Buck, Geist, McLaughlin looks for Kistler down low. Parker up top, 3-ball from the top of the key. Madison Parker. Parker and McLaughlin on fire from 3. Let's go ahead and add Savannah Buck to the mix as well. 27-16, Homestead on top now by 11. The crowd getting into it. Dickerson gonna pull it out, regroup. Steal, almost by McLaughlin, hits the deck. Dickerson, good recovery by Homestead, 19-foot jumper, and that is pure. Lauren Dickerson, an outstanding jump shot. Leading scorer for Lawrence North. If that foul is going to be called on Dickerson, that's going to be her second. That's when we can't afford to get in foul trouble for Coach Giffen. She has 14 of the 18 for Lawrence North as she comes out with the 2 fouls. Kistler, McLaughlin, Buck, Geist, and Parker. Got the starting 5. Lawrence North goes into the 2-3 now. They come out of that triangle in 2. Kistler, baseline, leaves it to Geist. Geist can knock that down. No good. Good box out, but Parker got to it first. Madison Parker just with a little more hustle there. Found the opening spot. Got it to go. Morgan. And Buck had nice position defensively, rebounded by Harris and put back up for the easy bucket. That's just her 4th point. 29-18. McLaughlin short on the 3, good pressure. And they're gonna get a foul called, loose ball fall. I think they're gonna get that on Buck. They will get that on Savannah Buck. Her first, team second. 29-20, Lawrence North trying to make a run. It's a freshman, Trinity Brady, comes over to her point guard and Destiny Perkins. Perkins looks for Harris, and they haven't been able to get the ball down low to Harris. And she has a huge size advantage. Homestead stays in that zone. 2-3 zone with Geist roaming on Harris. 3-ball rattled in by the freshman, Trinity Brady, her 5th point, cuts the lead to 6. Pressure here by Lawrence North. They get it up to Geist. Back to Buck, Kistler, Parker. You won't see Homestead rush many shots. They are one of the most patient teams in the country. Kistler goes up, he's gonna get fouled by Harris. That's a good hard take by the senior, Lindley Kistler.
Personal foul call, Lawrence North, number 32, Ariana Harris. Shooting 2 for Homestead, number 32, Lindley Kistler.
That's Harris's 2nd. That's the team's 5th. Kistler gets the first of 2.
Number 13, Lauren Dickerson, back in for Lawrence North.
Dickerson, the hot hand, comes back in for Coach Giffen. 30-23. Kistler looking to push it back to an 8-point advantage. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Brady, the freshman. Brady's going to bring it up herself. Being guarded by Madison Parker. Homestead in the man-to-man. Dickerson down to Harris. Harris, right-handed jump hook over the left shoulder. That's too easy. You got to make it a lot harder for the for the senior to make that catch. Great steal that time by the freshman. She kicks it up to Dickerson. You got to close out on her. Good job by Kistler. Just too much space. Dickerson that time can't get it to go. Harris had the board but knocked away. McLaughlin Has Dickerson picking her up. Savannah Buck. Lawrence North in the 2-3 zone. Kistler. They find McLaughlin and the baseline. Crossover, goes baseline. Good cut off defensively. Buck, nice cut without the basket. Ball, exactly what McLaughlin did, and just can't get the lay-in to go. 3:10 to go here in the second, 30-25. Three ball coming in the corner. Morgan! Amber Morgan, her first points. That's a three ball as Coach Parker is going to get a timeout called. That 11-point advantage has been cut to 2, 30-28. Homestead on top. Full timeout called by Coach Parker. As I mentioned, these two highly ranked teams in the state of Indiana. Homestead has been the cream of the crop in the state of Indiana. Undefeated, 13-0, has taken care of anyone placed in front of them. Only issue really that they have is sometimes they get careless with the ball, averaging 8.5 turnovers a game, but that is absolutely nitpicking on the number 1 team in the state, number 15 ranked team in the country, according to USA Today top 25 poll. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play and color here. As Homestead will get the ball out of the timeout, 3:02 remaining in the second quarter. Packed house here at Homestead, as the fans in this area love to see basketball and all kind of amateur sports, minor league sports. Awfully ranked in the top 3 for minor league sports cities in the country is Fort Wayne, Indiana. They just get it across, but that turnover's forced by the Wildcats' pressure. Dickerson goes behind the back, leaves it to Perkins. Perkins look to kick it into Harris. She does. Double team comes. Perkins from 16, no good. Rebounded by Kistler. 2:35. McLaughlin just weaves through the defense, leaves it to Geis from 18. Check that, Jasmine Geis with 3 points now. 3 ball. Amber Morgan, her second 3. Both of them coming here in the second quarter as they kick it up over the press to Geist. Back to Buck, 2:10 remaining in the second, 32-31. Kistler 3, and jump ball on the dead ball. Alternating possession will go to the Lady Wildcats. Nicole Weaver checks back in for Madison Parker. The 5 on the floor for the Wildcats. Perkins, Brady, Morgan, Dickerson, and Harris, the starting 5. All the starting 5 for Homestead except Parker. Cole Weaver's in there for her. McLaughlin fights through a screen. Another screen up top, Dickerson. They go to Morgan. She's got the hot hand here in the second quarter. Good dribble drive with the right hand, goes glass. Amber Morgan with 8 now. Lawrence North with the lead, 33-32. Cole Weaver needs help. Near a 10-second call on the pressure defense for Lawrence North. As you can't give the coach a timeout. You can't give the coach a timeout after 10 seconds. The referee admitted he was wrong. That's just not something. You either got a 10-second violation or you have a timeout called. It can't be either or. So just a brain fart there for the referee here on the near side. That's going to be should have been turnover for Homestead. Lawrence North, though, with that pressure, they're on that 3-quarter court trap. That has caused Homestead fits here since they've gone to that. Coach Giffen with the nice adjustment has thrown several defenses at Homestead here early. Kistler now to inbound. Lawrence North up 33-32 over Homestead. McLaughlin. Geist. Kistler. McLaughlin. 2-3 zone for Lawrence North. Buck. Weaver. Minute 10. McLaughlin can go right by Harris. She does. Easy lay-in. Just a bad matchup on the switch-in and the zone. Ended up with Harris out on McLaughlin. McLaughlin had no issue going to the bucket baseline, put it up to regain the lead for the Lady Spartans, 34-33. 51 seconds here in the second quarter. Dickerson being guarded by Savannah Buck. Here's Dickerson as they try to hold it for the last shot. No shot clock here in the state of Indiana. Just got to be careful of that 5-second man-to-man call. Skip pass to Perkins at the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Kistler. 22 seconds. Pressure. Buck picked the ball up. Kistler up to Weaver. Weaver has Geist. Nice drop pass just behind her. Geist picks it up. 10 seconds. Savannah Buck. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. 6. Kistler is stripped. 3 seconds. Perkins has a chance at the three, at the buzzer. No good. Even had a chance for another dribble. So a sloppy ending to what was an outstanding played first half by both squads. Well, that's where we'll end it. 34-33. The Lady Spartans over the Lady Wildcats. SummitCitySports.com. Brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Take a short break and join you for that second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Back to the second half action. Homestead leading by 1. Number 1 ranked in the state of Indiana against the number 6 team. Homestead just on Wednesday beat the number 4 team, Roncalli, in Indianapolis. Left elbow jump shot. That's nothing but net for Amber Morgan. She had the hot hand there in the second quarter, getting all 8 of her points there in the quarter. Kistler was open here on the baseline. Guys, good pump fake and step through. They're going to get it on Harris. That's going to be her third. Huge call to start this third quarter. Ariana Harris with her third now. First team foul. Geist to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. High scorers. Hot hand from Lauren Dickerson, had 14 for the Lady Wildcats. Amber Morgan with 8. Trinity Brady, the freshman, with 5. And Ariana Harris with 6. As Geist hits the second. 3 for 4 from the line for Jasmine Geist. Now has 5 points. Lead back for Homestead, 36-35. Perkins, Dickerson, Morgan, hesitation. Perkins going to rise up from the wing, no good. And rebounded but thrown to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, this is where she's so dangerous. Little floater, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harris. And they'll get a foul called on Savannah Buck.
Personal foul called Homestead, number 20, Savannah Buck.
That's her second, team's first. Out of bounds. Lauren Dickerson inbounds to Perkins. Destiny Perkins, a junior. So the 5 for Lawrence North, Perkins, Morgan, Dickerson, Brady, and Harris. There's Morgan. Perkins, the screen. There's a miscommunication on that offensive side as that made Coach Giffen sit down in frustration. Didn't like the execution on that play. Here's Harris with the size advantage. Need to get her to back down low. Dickerson gets a screen from Harris. Now here's out to the freshman, Brady. 3-ball. Trinity Brady now has 8 points. Her second 3 of the contest. 38-36. Lawrence North up. Madison Parker, and they're going to get a foul called on Destiny Perkins. Team second, and that's her second.
Number 24, Maya Parker, back in for Lawrence North.
Maya Parker, the junior, checks back in for Ariana Harris, who sits down with 3 fouls. McLaughlin, as they're triangling 2 now again on Parker and McLaughlin. They try to run off screens. Here's Parker on the end line. Geist from the left elbow. Quick release and knocked it down. Geist ties it up at 38. 5:42 remaining in the third. Destiny Perkins being guarded by McLaughlin. Dickerson leaves it to Morgan. Morgan being picked up by Parker. Top of the key. Left it to Brady. Leaves it to Dickerson. Dickerson from the right elbow to the baseline for Amber Morgan. Buck with the attempted steal. She averages 4 a game. Good take to the basket, up off glass. Amber Morgan now with 12. Buck to McLaughlin. They've done an outstanding job on McLaughlin after the first going there in the first quarter. Kistler, Geist, leaves it out to Parker. Parker had outstanding defense being played on her by Perkins, moving the feet. Geist, McLaughlin, 4:48 to go here in the third quarter. Looks for Kistler on the skip pass. Good pump fake and came on the same side for the easy lay-in. Lindley Kistler with 7 now. Her first points of the second half. We're tied up at 40. 4.5 to go in the third. Dickerson's just going to rise up. Not even a hand in her face. That's her 5th 3 of the game. 43-40. Lawrence North back with the lead. Kistler. Savannah Buck from the wing. They're going to love her in St. Francis country. Savannah Buck with her 3rd 3 now has 9 points. Kistler picking up Brady. Out to Morgan. Morgan's had the hot hand of late. Out to Perkins. Perkins. Morgan, dribble drive in the lane, up through contact and finishes. McLaughlin. To give her credit, she's not forcing it. Great look to Geist and almost an and one. Good look off the down screen. Jasmine Geist came across the lane. That foul's on Perkins. That's her 3rd. So now Harris and Perkins both with 3. Geist back to the line to shoot a pair. That's the first. 4 for 5 from the line. Harris and Ashley Rains check in for Lawrence North. As Perkins and Parker have a seat. Guy, second attempt of 2, knocks it down. Jasmine Geist 5 from 6 from the line. Good stroke. Now has 9 points. Here's Dickerson left wide open for 3. Lauren Dickerson 4-3. That is her 6th of the game. 48-45. Geist, good take, pump fake, and somehow got it up and over the rim. Jasmine Geist having a huge quarter. Morgan. Buck knocked it away, picked up by Kistler. Kistler goes to the left hand. Contact, no good. And that's going to be an over a back foul called on number 3, Trinity Brady. That's her first. Out of bounds underneath the basket for Homestead. Down by 1, 48-47. Savannah Buck looks to inbound and gets it to Kistler. Kistler's wide open. She can knock that down. Looks down low to Geist. Good bounce pass out to Buck. Buck settles it over to her All-American, and McLaughlin. Geist goes baseline, reverse layup with the right hand. That's a top-level move. Reverse layup to the baseline. Spun it with the right hand. Good look to Harris. Harris needs to dominate right there, and she does. Ariana Harris, not enough touches down low. Just 8 points, but that pushes the lead back for the Wildcats to 1. 50-49, 2:07 remaining here in the third. Buck, and that's stolen by Morgan. Morgan takes it all the way, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harris, and the putback's good. 3-point lead now for the Lady Wildcats. Coach Giffen pouring his team for some defense. There's McLaughlin. No shot attempts here in the third quarter. Buck has Geist. Geist being guarded by Brady. Out to Kistler. Kistler looks for McLaughlin off the screen. McLaughlin, and that's stolen by Dickerson. And good hands by Madison Parker there. That would have been an easy lay-in for Amber Morgan. 1:26 remaining in the third. 52-49, Lawrence North on top. Harris takes a seat in for the first time as Kaylee Jones, the junior, number 33. You don't lose much size there. Out to Brady. Brady. 3-ball, Amber Morgan, no good. Rebounded by Kistler. Lindley Kistler with a tough rebound. Out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin surveys the D, being guarded by Perkins. There's Buck wide open for 3. Good! Savannah Buck with her 4th 3. She now has 12. Ties the game back up, 52-52. Can Dickerson hit another? No, she can't hit on that one. Perkins rebounds though, and a timeout called by Coach Giffen with 50.6 seconds remaining. What an atmosphere here at Homestead High School. January the 2nd, 2:30 tip here in the afternoon. Packed gym on hand, a back and forth game. We're right now locked up, 52-52, 50.6 seconds remaining in the third. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Of course, outstanding, glad to be back into action after the break. Had our chance to cover the SAC Holiday Tournament, which saw the Northside Redskins winning their 3rd straight, and Homestead Lady Spartans taking the girls' crown. They're played at Wayne High School last week. 50.6 seconds, locked at 52, inbounded to Harris. Harris out to Brady. Brady from the top of the key. No pressure being put on her, trying to get it to the point guard, and Perkins does get it to her, being guarded by Carissa McLaughlin. It's a junior-on-junior matchup right here. .26 seconds. Looks like both teams will just be satisfied as Buck, as they switch to a 2-3 zone there in mid-possession. Dickerson over to Morgan. Skip pass here to Perkins. Perkins can't finish. There's a lot of arm swinging, but I don't think anybody made contact. Kistler bringing it up. 4 seconds. Corner. McLaughlin. Parker. 3-ball. No good. That would have been huge. We'll stand at 52-52. McLaughlin just couldn't get the clean touch there on the baseline, or that would have been another open 3. But we go into the 4th, 52-52. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Carrington Thompson on the camera. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. What an outstanding matchup. Carissa McLaughlin being held only with 12. all coming in that first half. No score, no points there in the third for the talented junior. Had a more spreading scoring opportunities here for the Lady Wildcats as they spread out the wealth there in the third, as it was pretty much a Lauren Dickerson and Amber Morgan show there in the first half. Has become a complete team effort. And that's why we set 52-52. Another 8 minutes is what separates or will decide the winner of this top 10 ranked matchup in Class 4A. Dickerson now. Triple team for Harris, and she's going to get fouled. It's just the second team foul on Homestead.
Fouls coming on Homestead, number 34, Jasmine Geist.
Jasmine Geist. Been a well defensively played ball game. Not a whole lot of fouls. This looks like 7 or 8 there in the first half, and we're in here in the fourth quarter. Only 5 team fouls called here combined. 52-52, 7.5 minutes remaining. McLaughlin pressuring that ball, doesn't want Perkins to get it. Free ball, Dickerson, another one. That one back rim, no good. Kistler with the board. Outlet to Buck. Oh, Dickerson's gone cold here in the second, or excuse me, in the fourth here on that first shot. Did have 2 threes as McLaughlin takes it all the way to the bucket. Can't spin it in, rebounded by Dickerson. Finds Perkins. Lauren Dickerson's going to leave it now to Morgan. Good hedge by Buck. An outstanding dribble drive through the split the defense. Amber Morgan, the senior, having an outstanding game. 16 points. 54-52. First lead for Lawrence North here in the fourth. Geist, they skip it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes baseline on Dickerson. Leaves it to Geist. Geist just lost control. That was knocked away, so no travel called as Geist puts it up and good. Amber Morgan gets a screen from Brady, near side here to Dickerson. Dickerson gonna rub off the screen off Harris, takes baseline, in, Perkins, and she's gonna get hit by Buck. Buck would have kept her feet. She was straight up, but left those feet, and they're gonna call that nearly every time.
At the line, shooting 2 number 1, Destiny Perkins.
Savannah Buck's third, team's third, 54-54. First one up and good for Destiny Perkins. That's her first point. Second attempt for Perkins is also good. 2-point lead back for the Lady Vikings. McLaughlin's gonna bring it up now. Gets a screen from Kistler. Has Lindley all alone. 3 ball, she can knock it down. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Dickerson. Dickerson behind the back on Buck. Gets it to Perkins. Near side here to Morgan, being guarded by Parker. McLaughlin on Perkins. 5:20 to go. Kick back out to Harris. Harris from 18. No good. Rebounded by Kistler. And Perkins got a piece of it. And loose ball still. And do we got a timeout or a jump ball called? Timeout called here by Coach Giffen. Giffen got the timeout. Coach Parker saying they didn't have possession for the timeout to be called. But the timeout, full timeout, is granted to Coach Giffen. 56-54. Lawrence North on top of Homestead here at home. Third quarter ended at a tie, 52-52. We've almost played 3 minutes here in this fourth quarter. Homestead only scoring 1 bucket. That coming from Jasmine Geist. And just 4 points scored here in the fourth so far for the Lady Wildcats. Perkins hit a pair of free throws, and Amber Morgan had that outstanding dribble drive. So we sit 56-54. 3 timeouts apiece. Homestead looking to stay unbeaten and ranked in that top 25 in the country. Lawrence North trying to slay them here in Fort Wayne as they come back out to Brady. Top of the key, look to get it to Perkins. Couldn't. Dickerson being guarded by Savannah Buck. Savannah Buck now picks back up on Dickerson. Good hands there by Buck. Knocked it out of bounds, but we'll stay with the Wildcats. Perkins is going to look to inbound. Lauren Dickerson finds Amber Morgan. 2-3 zone here for Homestead. 4:50 remaining. Baseline dribble drive by Morgan. Double clutch and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kistler. Up to Parker. Parker, Buck, Kistler. McLaughlin now with the ball. We get a screen from Parker, goes the opposite way. Somebody's got to be open here. 3 are guarding 2. Savannah Buck, can she knock another one down? Nope, that one's short. Just not enough lift on that one. Good outlet to Harris, and Harris got fouled. No call. Missed the layup as McLaughlin comes back, but she's out of sync. Can't get that 3 ball to go. Rebounded by Harris and kicked out to her point guard in Perkins. Dickerson, 3, she's left open. No good. Rebound, Kistler. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. 56-54. Lawrence North on top. Parker, dribble drive from 9 and can't get it to go. Just a lid on both rims here in the fourth quarter. 3.5. 56-54. Down low, Harris does save it, but inbound to Geist. Geist recovers out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets a couple screens from Parker, goes to Kistler. Kistler has Geist, goes to Buck. They call out a play here. Parker on the far wing. As Perkins is going to get a foul. That's her 4th, team's 5th. Full timeout called by Coach Giffen. 56-54. Lawrence North on top of the top-ranked Lady Spartans. Coach Giffen got that timeout called. 3:03 remaining. 2 timeouts now remaining for the Wildcats. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Carrington Thompson on the camera. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. What an atmosphere here. January the 2nd, 2:30 tip. On a conference matchup. Lawrence North out of the north side of Indianapolis. Coming up north to take on the Homestead Lady Spartans. As I mentioned, Lawrence North comes in 11-2 overall. Ranked number 6 in Class 4A. Homestead undefeated ranked number 1 in the state, 13-0, 5-0 in their conference. And winners of that holiday tournament played at Wayne High School last week, which you'll also find on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our full game videos and highlight clips. You'll get notified when all of those are posted. Also like our Facebook page. We're at 260 Sports on Twitter. McLaughlin, dribble drive, up, and gets it to go. Carissa McLaughlin comes through for when the team needs her. 2:45 to go here in the fourth, 56-56. And thrown away. The double team came from McLaughlin and Buck, and that first forced the turnover. 56-56. Homestead now can take back the lead, which they relinquished early in that fourth quarter. McLaughlin finds Geist. Geist about threw it away, loose ball, and jump ball is the call. And we'll stay with Lawrence North. Check that, we'll stay with Homestead. Savannah Buck looks to inbound. Good look to Geist. Geist just fumbled the catch. Back out to Parker. 2:20 to go. 56-56. Here's the All-American. Carissa McLaughlin. Dribble drive again. That time looked for Geist. Knocked away. Savannah Buck picks up the loose one. McLaughlin has Lauren Dickerson guarding. 2 minutes remaining. Savannah Buck up top to Kistler. To McLaughlin. McLaughlin down low to Geist. Geist gonna face back up. Perkins in the passing lane, almost got the steal. McLaughlin ends up with it. McLaughlin being guarded by Dickerson. McLaughlin, they went underneath the screen. Got lucky, back rim, no good. Kistler got the board. Put back, no good. Loose ball. And jump ball called. Will go to the Lady Wildcats. Minute 37 remaining in the contest, 56-56. Amber Morgan, you gotta bring it up for Coach Giffen. Brady, up top, Dickerson. Perkins. Brady from 19 knocks it down. What a huge shot by the freshman. Now has 10 points. 58-56. Minute to go. Lawrence North with the lead. Look down low to Geist. Back up top to Parker. Parker. And that's going to get blocked by Harris. What a foul called. And they got that on Brady, not Harris. So that will send Parker to the line to shoot two. First one no good by Parker. Second one up. Parker cuts the lead to one. 58-57.
30-second timeout called by Homestead.
30-second timeout called by Coach Parker. I believe it's 2 timeouts apiece. We'll see if we can get clarification on that. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Coach Giffen and Coach Parker coaching their heart outs here at Homestead High School on this outstanding day, January 2nd. Gym is packed full of fans. Out of the timeout. 2 timeouts apiece. That is correct. 2 timeouts apiece. left, 53 seconds to go in the game. 58-57 is your score. Lawrence North on top. They have the ball underneath the basket. Should be out of bounds to Lawrence North. Here comes Perkins. Full court pressure by Homestead. They didn't guard the passer, and it didn't matter as Dickerson breaks the press, but threw it behind. Trinity Brady. Tough one there for Coach Giffen. No shot clock. They could have held it to get fouled, but the turnover. Homestead down by 1, 45 seconds remaining. There's that half-court trap. Here's Geist. Geist needs help. Finds it McLaughlin. McLaughlin looked to Kistler. Back to Parker. Geist out to Buck. 30 seconds. Homestead down by 1. McLaughlin. Down by 1, 20 seconds. Keeps the dribble alive. Here's Parker. Buck. Coach Parker may need to get a timeout here. McLaughlin, hesitation dribble, leaves it to Kistler, blocked by Harris, out of bounds. 6.9 seconds to go. Timeout by Coach Parker. Harris came out and swatted that one. Timeout called by Coach Parker. Full timeout called by Coach Parker. With his squad down by 1, they have the ball on their offensive end. 6.9 seconds remaining. Couldn't have asked for a better ending to this contest. Number 6, Lawrence North, trying to pull the upset here at Homestead. Up 58-57. There's some miscommunication there on the length of timeout there with the coaching staff of Lawrence North, but it doesn't matter. 6.9 seconds remaining here in the game. 58-57 is your score. Inbound, and wide open was Kistler, but it's a foul. The senior Lindley Kistler will head to the line. She can put it up by 1. Ariana Harris, that's her 4th. That was a huge call as Lindley Kistler to the line to tie it up. Does. Lindley Kistler. 8th point to give the lead back to Homestead. Second one is good by Kistler. 59-58. Lindley Kistler, the senior, comes up huge for her squad. Hits both free throws with 5.3 seconds remaining in the contest. Coach Giffen takes a full timeout. Both teams still with 1 timeout apiece. What an ending. We are set up for 59-58. SummitCitySports.com. Brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Carrington Thompson on the camera. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play and your color. But what a play out of the out-of-bounds called by Coach Parker with 5.5 seconds remaining. The motion confused Lawrence North, which left Kistler alone right underneath the bucket, right at the block. She put it up, missed the bucket, but got fouled by Harris. And the senior stepped to the line and calmly and coolly knocked down both free throws to put her squad up 59-58. Go three-court pressure, Coach Parker. They don't want to give up an easy one. 5.3 seconds. Long basketball pass into Harris. Knocked away. Homestead. Nope. Lawrence North, one last shot at the buzzer. No good. Homestead stays undefeated. They stay top 15 ranked in the country and number 1 in the state of Indiana. Homestead with a huge win at home. Lawrence North, you gotta give it to the Lady Wildcats. What a huge battle. But Homestead comes up victorious, 59-58. They stay unbeaten. Summit City Sports brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Thank you for joining us.
How big of a week was this for you to go down to Indy, knock off Roncalli, and come back here and follow it up with a win?
Well, you know, it was huge. When we put this schedule together, we wanted to challenge ourselves and really find out where we were at as a basketball team as we entered January. So to play, you know, 2 top 5 teams in 4A meant a lot to us. To come out with 2 wins is just a big stepping stone for our program and a big stepping stone for the goals we're trying to accomplish this year.
What can you learn from a game that comes down to the final seconds and then they have to hit 2 free throws like that?
Well, you know, we've had 2 great learning experiences this week. We fell behind in the 4th quarter versus Roncalli and again today. But our kids showed a lot of guts, courage, determination, and we made some big plays when we had to make some big plays. We executed our out-of-bounds play real well. We used Chris and Madison as some bait and opened things up for Lindley. She made the big free throws, and so it's been a great week. It was exciting to have a big game like this at Homestead on our home court. So we're really excited. We've had to travel a lot the last 3 years for our big games. Well, you know, I think the big thing about our team is, you know, Chris is a superstar, but we have 4 really other good players on the floor. And it's starting to show now that we're playing real good teams. You know, it was the goal of Lawrence North to take Chris and Madison out of the game, face guarding them. Jasmine stepped up with some big shots. Savannah hit, I think, 3 or 4 just huge threes today. And, you know, Lindley finished it off there with some big free throws. So, like Roncalli, when we put 4 kids in double figures, tonight was very similar. We balanced it out. We took what they gave us, and those kids stepped up and made the plays they need to make. That's a good question because, you know, when we stacked up this January, it's going to be challenging for the kids. So I think the big thing we got to do is we got to talk about it. We got to be well prepared mentally, do everything we can physically to get them prepared to play. And then this group of kids is very unique that they go out every night and they give their personal best and they love to compete.
Tell me how impressive with Chris McLaughlin, the patience, the triangle and two with her and Madison. The patience, she never rushed a shot, she always went with the open person. Talk about how much of a team player she is.
Well, it's critical, and you know the thing about Chris, it's a great attribute that kind of doesn't get seen very often, but like the rest of the team, she wants to win. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's not about her accolades out here, it's about us beating Lawrence North and Homestead getting a win and moving forward because her goals, like the other kids on this team, they're all team-oriented. They're for Homestead, not their individuals, and she did a great job of showing that today.
Last question for you, Coach. What kind of atmosphere? I mean, this is what you dream for, being an Indiana high school basketball coach. Tell me, did you have the goosebumps coming out here tonight? What's the feeling that you get coaching this squad and at this school at a day like this?
Well, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, it's big because we played a lot of big games on the road. Bankers Life was fun Wednesday, but our administration helped get a great environment for us today and a great big top 5 matchup. But this is the first time we've got to host a game of this magnitude in the last few years at Homestead. So it was great. The crowd was behind us. It was an exciting game. Fortunately, things went well for us at the end that we delivered. And hopefully they'll be back next Saturday when we play Carmel.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
How does that feel to help your team out when they needed you?
Oh, it was so amazing with Maddie and Carissa being teamed up. I knew that I had to step up a little bit, and they got me the ball when I was open. And we had them kind of take the point a few times and send really good screens, and I'm glad that we came out with the W. It feels great.
No, I saw you you were getting a little nasty out there tonight, more than I've seen you in the past. Is it that high level competition that just makes you step up the game, maybe give you a little bit more of an edge?
A little bit. I'm just a really big competitor, and and when it's time to play, like it's time to play, and we're just gonna go at it. And I was just going really hard today, and today was super fun, and I'm just so glad that we won.
Now you guys do stay undefeated. I want to talk about, I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. You're going to St. Francis next
Yes,
year,
sir.
correct? Talk us about that decision and what St. Francis means to you and where you are in that.
Basically, the coach, Coach Ridge and his staff is amazing. They recruited me really hard, and I just love it there. It's a beautiful campus. The academic-wise, I'm really looking forward to majoring in nursing, and I know that school is really big on nursing. And so those were the two big ones for me, and the level, I'm just really excited. I think I can excel at that level, and so I'm ready to play for St. Francis next year.
Great game. What does this mean to Homestead and to you personally?
I mean, it means a lot, beating number 6 team in the state, and just knowing that it was a great game for us and a great week. And now we have to keep going and stay complacent, and we know it's just another win, and so we have to get ready for our next game.
Now they went triangle 2 on you in Madison there. You never got frustrated. Madison never got frustrated. You always kept getting the open pass. Is that what Coach preaches with you guys? Is that what you do in AAU? I mean, take them to that mindset when you guys are keyed on that much to find other teammates.
Yeah, he says just keep your composure. I mean, there's going to be openings. We just have to find them. And if we have 2 people on us, we know that someone's going to be open. And so just keep playing from there.
Now you're looking in, you stay undefeated. You got Carmel coming in here soon. What are you guys taking out from this game moving forward?
I mean, we love this environment. We loved all the hype in it. And we are very excited to host Carmel again. And, just mentally prepare for that and keep on going.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Take me back to that pressure-packed 2 free throws. What was going through your head when you stepped to the line for the first?
At first, nothing, and then I was praying to God, please help me, oh, please help me make these.
Now, how often has it gone, and you're growing up playing basketball, when you pretended that you had the game-winning shot there at the buzzer, and it just happened for you here in your senior year?
It actually,
how does that feel?
it feels really great. To help my team be able to win this game, a huge game against number 2 in the state, and to come out with it just means the world to me.
Now, your senior leadership is huge for this team. You and Savannah Bach are the only 2 senior starters there. What does this last meeting here at Homestead mean for you? What? I know you want to win the championship, but what is it all about here at Homestead for you?
Well, it's growing as a basketball player and growing as a person, and we're all great friends, so we work well together and we get along, and it means that we want to take our family or team as far as we can this year and hopefully make it back to state and finish it out better than we did last year.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge free throws, probably the 2 biggest we've seen all year.
Thank you so much.